Hey, bud, what's that? What's happening? Can you catch a snowflake? I'm making some lunch. I'm just making some pasta with some homemade sauce. So I'm gonna water saute some onion, bell pepper, and zucchini. Then I'm going to put in some tomato sauce, probably half of this can, and some seasonings and spices. I do have some random chickpeas and asparagus to use up, so I'll throw that in there as well. And then I did half a box of the Barilla Protein Plus penne. And then over here, I have a salad happening. So I have spring mix on the bottom, sugar snap peas, I have cucumber, tomato, and quinoa, and I'm gonna top it with some of my hemp ranch and then call it good. That's gonna be our lunch today. So now in here we have the chickpeas and the asparagus, we have some Italian seasoning, and then I did half of the can of the tomato sauce. I did a little bit of water to thin it out. Then I'm gonna add a sweetener. You could add just straight sugar, but I'm going to add some maple syrup into this. You could add agave, stevia if you have it, but we really love the maple syrup in this. And then this can go on top of the pasta. The pasta is in, and I actually just threw the rest of the tomato sauce can in there. So you're gonna need a whole can of tomato sauce. I suggest tasting as you go. That's normally what I do. That way I know what seasonings to add, but this is very flavorful without any oil in it, no added extra fats, and not too much sugar. So I find that a lot of pasta sauces have all of those things, and while it's okay every once in a while, it's super easy to make your own sauces taste just as flavorful as the store-bought. So we are going to enjoy this. I actually threw on some balsamic vinegar to the salad and then some ranch. I just really enjoy quinoa and balsamic vinegar, so I will get you turned around and show you the final plate. Here is the final product. I have my pasta bowl here, and I always, as a rule of thumb, have a larger bowl of greens. So like I said, the sugar snap peas, cucumbers, tomatoes, quinoa. I did put some balsamic vinegar in there, and then my homemade hemp ranch, and I'm gonna call it good. You could certainly top this with nutritional yeast if you want that cheesy flavor. I personally am not a fan, but this is really good as is. You could do like a vegan parm if you wanted. I am super excited to dig into this, and it's a crowd pleaser. Everybody loves this pasta dish. What's that? Delilah? Deli? What's this? Wow! Della.
Plants are just saying, good, we needed moisture.
What?
Whoa, what do you think?
I love it.
Let's picture that hand. What do you think? Come on.
What do you guys think?
It's snowy.
Yeah. Wow. This is great. We love snow.
I love snow.
Yeah.
I got fall down.
All right. Hello, Rocky.
Bud, what are you having? What is it? Careful. What is it? What is that? Is it hot chocolate? Are you so excited? Hot chocolate by the tree after the snow. That's Mommy's favorite.
But this is my favorite.
It's your favorite too?
Uh-oh.
Okay, have a sip. Have a sip.
I like it.
Okay, have a sip. this is how it came out. I'm super excited. I love these because they're super customizable. You could literally put anything on here, but I'm gonna go through what I have. This is not vegan, but I do have some vegan things to snack on. We have some Gouda cheese. We have regular sourdough slices that I just cut up. I have these little bread sticks. They're tasty. I have some apples, Honeycrisp apples. I have some sharp cheddar cheese. I have these little olive biscuits. They're very good. Some salami and some salmon. And then I do have some olives, the green and black olives. And I also, for myself, have the Kite Hill spreadable. And then I like to use mustard or some sort of sauce, like a sweet chili sauce is actually really good in this, or a jam of sorts, but that's it. We are gonna snack on this, hang out with the kids, and get cozy, and I will see you later. So I skipped cleaning last night because it was New Year's Eve. So Happy New Year to everyone. I hope this year brings you amazing Happy New Year. I hope this year just brings you some love and some light. By Pennsylvania Dutch tradition, we are making pork and sauerkraut, but my husband does not like sauerkraut, so I have to do it on the side. Typically, if you're crock potting this, you would put the sauerkraut on the bottom and then some onions and apples and then the shoulder on top of it, but he doesn't like it, so we're gonna do it on the side, and then in the mini crock pot I'm gonna do my jackfruit. But all you're gonna need is half an onion diced, depending on how many people you're gonna serve here. You're going to need some apples. I do half a stick of butter. I do a cup of water, and then some steak seasoning. It doesn't have to be Omaha. This is just what we have on hand. And then I'm gonna put the pork over top of it and season it and all that. So I'm gonna get that in the crock pot. It cooks for 6 hours on low, and then after that I will show you how we put everything together. You may be seeing this video later on in the night just because I want to show you the end result of the pork. Onions, apples, So I get questions frequently and I get comments, is it hard to like cook 2 separate meals here? And no, it's not. I have this mini crock pot and it's really helpful. So on the bottom of mine goes some onions, and then I do the sauerkraut, and then I'll put my jackfruit pork. It's not a quote jackfruit, it's jackfruit pork on top of that, and then we serve everything over mashed potatoes, but you could do dumplings if you wanted. It really just depends what your family did as a tradition. So let me know if you've heard of this, and then I also want to know what your traditions are, because I've heard of black-eyed peas, I've heard of, you know, steak dinners, things like that, but just let me know how you guys ring in the new year food-wise. I'm gonna start on some breakfast burritos, and I'm gonna start doing this because I know some of you that follow me do the starch solution. Some are vegan, some are non-vegan, and some are just whatever, you know? So I'm gonna tell you what I'm putting in mine, and then I'll tell you what you could put in yours. So we have potatoes, we're good there. You could put potatoes in yours. I have onions and peppers. For my egg I'm going to crumble a little bit of tofu. I'm gonna make some for a burrito today and tomorrow. So I'm gonna crumble some tofu. If you don't like tofu, use an egg, or use the just egg. I would not suggest getting it in the liquid bottle. I would suggest getting it in the patties if you can find it, and then it will taste like egg, I promise. From there, you are going to use a burrito and then some sort of soft cheese. So it could be cream cheese if you want, but if you have a favorite like blend, like the that cheese that starts with a B, I don't even know what it is, but you can put that on there if you want, put it on the bottom, and then you can wrap it up. If you want to put sausage or bacon on this, now's your chance. I'm not going to do that clearly, but I'm going to show you how I put everything together and then put it into the burrito, and then we'll fry it. Wilder is stirring our potatoes here in this messiness, and I just got off the phone with my dad, and he said that he put 2 cans of a light beer into his pork, and I totally forgot about that step. So I have, what is this, Upslope, yeah, Rocky Mountain Kolsch. You don't have to use a craft beer, that's just all we drink. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna do a half can for now and then keep it next to it because it's 9:30 in the morning and I can't drink that. So I'm just gonna leave it like that, and I think it's gonna give it a nice flavor. This Kolsch is brewed with honey and sage, so I think that'll complement it really well. Wilder's doing his job over here the best that he can, but if you haven't seen this before, he loves doing this little organization, right? Good job. Oh, we have to clean that one again. It fell on the floor. Well, if you don't tell, I won't. I have everything laid out here. I'm actually going to do 2 burritos because these are a little smaller than I thought they would be. The only oil in this breakfast is going to be in here. There's like a vegetable oil of sorts. And then the Kite Hill soft spreadable cheese honestly is great for the starch solution because it's a really great dupe for your typical cheese if that's what you're missing, like dairy. And this, I mean, this could be used for kids that have that are lactose intolerant, and you know, if dairy bothers you, I really think this Kite Hill brand is amazing. I talk about them all the time, but this has almonds in it, so that's where the 5 grams of fat are coming from. I'm gonna spread that on the bottom, and then I like my potatoes pretty toasty, or you could just grab a bag of frozen potatoes O'Brien, but they take up a lot of room in the freezer, and our freezer is small, so I am good to go with these, and then I'm gonna crumble in some tofu as well. So I have about a 4th block of the tofu, and I just crumble it, and it kind of mimics like the egg texture, but not so much the flavor. You could totally leave this out. I just sometimes like to add it. And then you could add turmeric or kala namak to this, which is like an eggy flavor, but I just like adding the garlic, pepper, and salt. Onion powder. Turmeric is good for you, so I'm gonna add just a sprinkle of it and mix this all together. You could add some vegan butter in here if you wanted, but this is gonna go into my burritos here, and then we will fry them on each side in the same pan. Don't need any oil or anything. If you have one of these pans, I will link them in the description box, but they're great. I'm wanting to link all of my favorite kitchen gadgets. I'm an Amazon affiliate, so if you purchase through the link, then I get a kickback. It is not that big of a kickback, but anything helps, so we appreciate you if you have done that. we just made it home. We went on like a snowy drive. It took a little longer than usual because we are in like the thick of potty training with Y, and you know, we had to stop, and it's snowy out, so it's like a different environment to go to the bathroom in, and yeah, so we were dealing with that. We went and just got some coffee from the Human Bean. It's called, I always get, I get an iced cold brew with macadamia nut milk. It's really good. It has vanilla in it. But we're back. The pork's still going. It has about 2 hours and 2.5 hours. I just did low for the 8 hours. I flipped it at the 4-hour point. And then for me, that jackfruit honestly can be ready anytime, but I like to low and slow it just the same amount of time. I have the potatoes going. I'm actually gonna make a bunch of mashed potatoes so I have it for the week ahead. Update on school and the fires and everything. The fires were in my district, the county. Some of our kids had to evacuate their homes, so we were supposed to go back on Monday for teachers, and then the kids would come back on Wednesday, but right now we have off Monday and Tuesday, so I'm going to keep the kids, my kids, home with me. And then Wednesday we're still unsure of. I know there was talk of maybe extending it until just the next Monday, but I don't know if that would happen. But anyways, I'm trying to get my ducks in a row here because I have to, because I was planning to go back on Monday. So I might do some lesson planning, and I'm gonna kind of give you a glimpse of that in the upcoming days. But I always pick an artist or a culture for each grade level, and then we go in and, I go in and I just, I make up my projects, not as I go, but I have them in the back of my mind. A lot of art teachers that I know use Pinterest, which is, there's no problem with that. You're still making art with kids, but I find that a lot of kids from different schools are making the exact same thing. And there are some really great projects on Pinterest, but I try and do a lot of nature-based activities. And I like to show the kids how to be, I guess, creative, but at the same time, I want them to find their individual like art strength. So I give them a direction, and then I kind of let them take their artistic spin on it. Except for kindergarten, they're still finding themselves, so we still do the cute crafts and everything like that because they like to do things like that, and they're still working on their skills. So I need to do that, but I'm gonna plate everything up, and then I think I'm gonna call this vlog all good to go. I just wanted to show you these final plates here, but I am going to edit this, and I'm gonna try and get it up, I don't know, later on in the evening. As we know, terrible internet service out here, so if it doesn't go up tonight, it'll go up tomorrow morning, but if it does, yay. I'm glad that you're kind of seeing a span of these days here. And then tomorrow we're back to regular scheduling. But I did want to insert some clips there. It was a time lapse of my new project. As some of you know, I got rid of my Etsy. I just don't like the way they tax things, and I don't know, it's like a whole another social media algorithm that I don't want to be a part of. So I'm really excited because I'm going to launch it on my own website. My website's always linked down in the description box if you didn't know that, but it's a line of clothing, and I'm really excited because it's handmade by me, and it's made with things from the environment, and it involves 2 of my passions, and I really think this is something that I can stick with, and it's going to be something that brings me joy. Whereas some creative projects I go with, I get frustrated and I give up. That's just my personality. Could be, you know, some ADHD in there as well. But anyways, I'm excited to share it with you. I just need to start taking the photography for it, and then I will list things on the website. So yay. All the materials are made here in America, which I'm excited about, and all the materials are natural and good for the body, good for the environment, so yay. I can't wait to share more about that. And yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to plate this in a little bit, and then I will film that and call it a night. So once again, Happy New Year. I really hope this year brings you some comfort and joy. I know it's been a rough one for a lot of us. yeah, I'm sending all of my love to you. Thank you so much for your support this past couple of months, this past year. It's just been a whirlwind, and I can't believe that we have this community of support here, and I can't wait to see what 2022 brings, and hopefully we can welcome some new people to see the videos here. I'm just, you know, the world is my oyster, so I'm going to take advantage of that, be my own boss, and I can't wait to see where this year brings us. So thank you again for being here. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I will see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have about an hour left. I'm gonna go ahead and start shredding it and take off the fat there, and then it will soak in all those juices for an hour, and then we'll be ready to serve.